Had to listen, man, listen. This thing right here wasn't given. I'm whipping this to precision. Before you talk, homie, listen. They love me for heard you, don't say nothing when I hit a curve. You sip my tea like it's herbal. Watch it come back full circle. Knew this life was eternal when I hopped over hurdles. I so universal, you see me with my Had to listen, man, listen. This thing right here wasn't given. I'm whipping this to precision. Before you talk, homie, listen. They love me for my ambition. Paper chase, palm itching. I brag different, the flow ignorant. Got them hooked, they kept fishing. You popped off but play victim. Look how the plot be twisting. You lost flavor when you kept on mixing. That boy stayed icy with something that left you colorblind. Mind your own, don't come for mine. That other stuff be borderline. I'm on a different time, yo. You better get your watch fixed before the clock tick. I'm the one that they acknowledge. I move on quicker than flight mileage. Y'all stay pressed, I'm quite polished. You peep me with my flight garments. They say the real can't tarnish. Daily eats with the garnish and some bomb weed that got my eyes starfish. Keep a list of goals to accomplish. Leave my past in a rear view. This split so loud I can't even hear you. So heard you, don't say nothing when I hit a curve. You sip my tea like it's herbal. Watch it come back full circle. Knew this life was eternal when I hopped over hurdles. I so universal, you see me with my circle.
Yeah, you see me with my circle. Play the cut, we puffin' purple. First time I got tipsy off the white like I was Virgil. Yeah, I grew up with my cousins on Herzl. Used to have a curfew writing verses in my journal. Now it's ISO universal. My strapped like a girdle. Y'all moving slow like a turtle. Hear our songs and commercials. We don't need no rehearsals. Wifey instinct maternal. I know our kid gon' be verbal. They know our love is eternal. We'll keep on hopping these hurdles. Thank you God, I'ma serve you. We don't even deserve you. Keep us from the internals. Grinding late, I'm nocturnal. Spitting fire infernal. You touching and it's gon' burn you. Driving now Myrtle with my doing burnouts. They know that it's our turnout. Let's see how this gon' turn out. Our blessings been confirmed now. That other shit you hear about don't concern us. You see the sound don't disturb us. These other is burgers, is ice, so we came to turn up.
Heard you, don't say nothing when I hit a curve. You sip my tea like it's herbal. Watch it come back full circle. Knew this life was eternal when I hopped over hurdles. I so universal, you see me with my circle.
To LA with it, to LA with it, yeah. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the to LA with it, to LA with it, yeah. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Anything I do for the gang. Took those L's and I took that blame. All money in, we ain't copping no chain. Feel like Ice Cube cause a dead good day. Don't need 3 whips, don't need no race. I'ma keep it simple in the Chevy I skate. Thank the Lord every time I wait. Lace my shoes and I get to that cake. Heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This is all we ever wanted. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Pedal to the floor, to the engine. Head up in the clouds when I levitate. We don't spit game, we just educate. 10-10-80, had a paper straight. Couldn't get it back then, so I had to wait. Now the money come to me, so I don't have to chase. I don't gotta flash nothing, I don't gotta fake, darling. We not practicing, we ballin'. And heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This is all we ever wanted. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Anything I do for the gang. Took those L's and I took that blame. All money in, we ain't copping no chain. Feel like Ice Cube cause a dead good day. Don't need 3 whips, don't need no race. I'ma keep it simple in the Chevy I skate. Thank the Lord every time I wait. Lace my shoes and I get to that cake. Heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This is all we ever wanted. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Pedal to the floor, to the engine. Head up in the clouds when I levitate. We don't spit game, we just educate. 10-10-80, had a paper straight. Couldn't get it back then, so I had to wait. Now the money come to me, so I don't have to chase. I don't gotta flash nothing, I don't gotta fake, darling. We not practicing, we ballin'. And heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. Heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This is all we ever wanted. I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang.
Yeah, talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
Back again like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving. Don't give a I don't care. Did the by my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get him, I got him, I told him it's nothing. In the discussion, all them feelings, I throw all my pain on percussion. It's disgusting. I hear them bragging about that they did, and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you almost spotted the feast. I've been on go mode, showboat, rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty, talk about old. I'm on they now, can't get a pass now. I'm a cash cow, keeping it brash now. It's trash now, I'ma spaz out. I've been killing my lows and living on highs. You see in the sky's the proof. You could just see in my eyes that there is no lies. I cannot disguise the truth. I've been duck dog, getting in my new merch, color duck sauce on the new couch with my Chucks on. Get the on with that hate. I'm big cool on the small chat, cause I know now that I'm all that. Got a hawk guy on the ball cat, get the out of my face.
Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it poppin'. How you guys doing? Yeah. Yes, we back in the building with more high octane energy for you guys and girls today. We have a massive show for you guys. Also, really want to give a special shout out to our new channel sponsor. If you guys don't already know, Advanced GG, for all your energy, dietary supplements, all that really cool stuff. check them out in the description, man. Matter of fact, they just launched some new vitamins, man. Vitamins, yeah. Vitamins to help your immune system and everything. So that is great. I do have a package that's going to be coming in for my official partnership. So I will be having, you know, new hat, merch, all that good stuff. And there's a host of other things that's going to be happening this year with Advanced GG. So if it wasn't for you guys, man, none of this would be happening. But yeah, link is in the description. Use my code MGN30 to save 30% off. Also, to all my members, if you're a member of this channel, we have 10 giveaways, courtesy of Advanced GG with my special code that I will be giving out to specifically to members. So members only. So you have to be a member. That's why I said it's very important. I'm giving away 10 $40 gift cards. 10 $40 gift cards to where you can actually go on advancedgg.com and you could go on there. You could get vitamins. You could get any of the dietary supplements, whether it's if you're a vegan, if you're doing keto, everything is 0 calories, 0 sugar, all that type of stuff. And the really cool part about Advanced GG for me is how transparent the labels are. So you could see what you're putting in your body and all that type of stuff. So yeah, I'm very much excited. They just launched the new vitamins. And so can't wait. I think I will be getting some samples in really soon to try out. But man, oh man, the ladder is definitely going up as we speak. So yeah, let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. But yeah, do support our channel sponsors and stuff like that because it does help us out to push forward. All right, so as you guys can see the title, we do have a massive show. Shouts to Nola, one of our roundtable members, one of our grand roundtable members. We haven't seen him in a while because he's been busy with work. Trust me, I know how it is. So shouts to Nola, shouts to the wifey. I see you in the chat supporting your boy. Shouts to all the roundtable members. Again, the goal for this year is to hit 200 members, man. So I know we could do it. All right, I know we could do it. So if you haven't become a member yet, please hit that join button. It definitely does help us out as an independent content creator. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're brand new and hit that share button. I just put out the tweet for the show. So please retweet the show, man. It definitely does help us out tremendously. And I did some tweaking to the stream to kind of fix a lot of things because yesterday we were dropping, you know, some frames. So I kind of adjusted the resolution, adjusted the bit rate, and adjusted a lot of the settings for you guys. So the stream should be a lot more streamlined now. And whenever we do our gameplay blowouts, which gameplay blowouts is coming back in a very special way. And so I will be upping the bit rate then so that we can get the highest refresh rate or highest resolution whenever we do our gameplay stream. So for the show, we just keep it at a set resolution and see how that bit rate actually works out for us. So just wanted to update you guys with that as well. So shout outs to everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. We do have a jam-packed show. As you guys may know, Sony, it's going down today as far as there's an event at CES. Sony is going to be there. PlayStation is going to be heavy there. And we just got an update in. So we're going to talk about this. All right, we're going to talk about this. So cannot do this without you guys' help. So please hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're just now coming in, please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. I appreciate you guys. So we're going to talk about that. We do have a host of topics here to talk about. Obviously, we do know about the pretrial for Xbox with the ABK deal situation. Microsoft acting dumb about a certain situation. Like I said before, this is why I say I want this thing to be over with. Also, P.O. Box information. We do have a new P.O. Box. So if anybody wants to send us anything, please let me know. I will be updating the P.O. Box in the description here shortly. So if anybody wants to send me anything, please let me know and I'll update you guys with that. But yeah, so we're going to talk about the ABK situation. Lots of stuff going on there. We got an update on Factions 2, Spiderman 2, Last of Us 3. Man, so much stuff to kind of dig into. Silent Hill 3 unannounced Silent Hill games. I mean, it's just crazy show today. Definitely jam-packed with lots of informations. PSVR 2. There was even some kind of conversation going on with Spiderman, and yeah, we're just gonna save it for the show. But yeah, so hopefully you guys are doing great. Me, I can't wait to start the show. Can't wait to start the show. So do me a favor, guys. Make sure you guys are pumped and ready to go. Share the stream. I really do appreciate you guys. We'll be back on Twitch here very, very shortly. We're bringing back Twitch in a very special way. So stay tuned for that as well for the new year. Kratos, thank you so much for the $5 to sub, Marlon. Microsoft doesn't know when COD came out. Wow. Hey, man. Like I said, it's a lot of stupid stuff going on right now. But nevertheless, we're going to dig in. We're definitely going to dig in. Thank you so much for the first donation of the show. Stupid stuff, right? But hey, like I said, this is the reason why. This is the reason why I say the things that I say. But no, everybody wants to be on my case and things of that nature. But we're going to talk about the Sony event in capacity here because I see a lot of people asking me questions about it. So we're going to talk about it. All right. Now, first thing is first. Let's talk about the first title, right? So the first title here is obviously with the new PS5 hardware. And the situation that's going on with this, right, which we've heard from Sony VP, right? What's his name? Hideki Noshino, the guy that's responsible for hardware and marketing and things of that nature. So we do know what's going on with that, and we know that it's happening this year. We heard something about September as far as I'm guessing when it's going to be releasing. Now, we're going to be tying in some stuff here because we have Tom Henderson in the mix of things. And we really want to kind of shed a little bit of light in pertaining to what's going to be happening today. So hopefully, if everything goes aligned, because knowing Sony, you just never know with how Sony do their reveals and how they do things on time and things of that nature. So we're going to dive into this. Yo, Severin Evans, my man, I haven't seen you in a while. Holy freaking cow. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. Thank you so much for the support, man. Happy New Year. Says, been a while. How have you been, Marlon? Hopefully a new year is treating you well. Also, Square is being held back by Sony. How do? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about that. We gonna talk about that because Square have the audacity to. We're going to talk about that situation. That is insane to me, considering the situation that's been going on with Microsoft and how they saying how, wink, wink, how they saying, oh, whoa, yeah, Sony got all the exclusives and Sony's been blocking this game and this and that, and we only have 59 exclusives and this and that, right? So that narrative is so funny. It's so funny. So Square, obviously, they coming out promoting their blockchain situation and whatever. It's like Square, I love Square and all, but man, this is just, we're going to dig into that. Thank you so much for bringing that up, right? Because we're going to talk about that. Like Sony apparently is holding, hold on. We're going to dial into that. Trust me. Thank you so much, Evans, for the $10 biggest donation of the show. Evans again with the $2 says, sorry, went home to Canada for a bit for family, my man. Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. We do it for family. All right. Let's tie into the first topic. Let's not waste any more time. So let's talk about this PS5 hardware situation. And I see a lot of people saying, oh, Marlon, I need a Pro system. I need a PS5 Pro. That's what I want. Not going to happen right now. Okay? Now, let's talk about this because I think a lot of people don't understand what's going on with that situation. So we're going to dial into this one. Do me a favor, guys. Share the stream. Let's crush it. We've been crushing it with the streams. I need you guys' help. Can't do it without you guys. So let's talk about this hardware situation. So I don't know if you guys remember this, but this was from September of last year. We did hear about Sony set to launch a new PS5 with a detachable disk drive, right? and that was coming from Tom Henderson. Now, this was supposed to be FY 2023, around September, right? September 2023 is when Tom Henderson was hearing that. Now, Sony came out and backed that up and basically saying that, yes, they are going to be coming out with a new PS5 console this year, right? And apparently it's going to be slimmer, and they're going to bundle it differently, that they're going to bundle the PS5 with the detachable drive and the detachable drive by itself. Now, as you guys may know, just to update you guys, Sony CES 2023 is going down today. I might be streaming that for you guys today. I believe it's 8 p.m. ET, 7 p.m. Central Time. And so the biggest thing here is, being that Tom Henderson broke this story, he went on to say, well, it could be a possibility that we could be getting to see this new hardware at CES. It makes sense. And here is why I say that we could potentially see it, because Sony just put out a statement, right? Well, we're not going to have any new TVs or anything like that, apparently, to be shown at CES 2023. And that's normally when, Sony talk about their newest TVs and all that type of stuff, right? So Sony just came out and said that this will be PSVR 2. PSVR 2 will be the main focus of Sony's press conference today. Which means, okay, if you're talking, this is the perfect opportunity, which, like Tom Henderson is saying, perfect opportunity. Your main, so that means that's very important for PlayStation fans to tune in. I've been talking about this multiple times on multiple shows to get you guys locked in, to remind you guys that, hey, there's something going on with PlayStation at CES 2023. Sony is saying that this is going to be their main focus. A lot of people saying that we might see Spider-Man 2 there. Maybe this is a way of them to inject Spider-Man 2 with VR, PSVR 2. I don't think we're going to get Spider-Man 2, but you never know. Maybe they might, you never know. Maybe they might talk about a VR 2 mode, a PSVR 2 mode for Spider-Man 2. I mean, that's kind of far-fetched. I'll get to that donation in just a second. That's kind of a little bit too far-fetched, but hear me out. Hear me out with this. Remember January of 2020, right? When we already start learning about the PS5 and everybody wanted to see what the PS5 looked like, right? So at CES 2 years ago, remember, Sony just put up the logo for the PlayStation 5. They didn't really go too much in depth with aesthetic-wise as far as what the PS5 looked like or anything like that. But there could be a huge possibility, being that Sony is saying that this new PS5 hardware is set to come out this year. We could see this at CES, considering the fact that PSVR 2 will be a main focus there. So that means PlayStation for Sony at CES 2023 is a big main focus. So besides all their other new tech, TVs and things of that nature, which apparently they're not showing any new TVs or anything like that. So we could see this new hardware. I really hope that Sony shows it off to it just makes sense, because everybody's going to be tuning in. We don't have a PS5 showcase planned yet. Why not show off this new hardware? Like, talk a little bit about it. You don't have to talk about price or release date, but at least show it off. It's a new hardware. It's CES. It's electronics. It's technology. Like, show it off right next to PSVR 2. So while you're talking about PSVR 2 features and how it works on the PS5, and maybe have a couple people come up and, kind of go in depth on how their experience is with PSVR 2. Show off the new hardware. They did this 2 years ago, right? So do it again. That's just kind of like so I'm kind of in the vein with Tom Henderson with this one. So could be a possibility that we could see the new PS5 hardware at CES, considering that this should be a main focus when it comes to PSVR 2. Also, this is going down, like I said, today at 8 p.m. ET, 7 p.m. Central Time. So I'll try my best to stream this for you guys, and then we'll see actually what goes on there. So new PS5 hardware could potentially be announced at CES 2023. If we don't see it there, then don't fret. I mean, they might just be holding off for a PS5 showcase, or knowing Sony, they might just do a blog post, which something like that. I mean, you can get away with a blog post, but I think people would be more hyped to see it on stage. Like, and Sony kind of goes a little bit much more in detail to kind of explain the difference between the regular PS5, because apparently the chassis for this new PS5 is going to be a lot small, not a lot smaller, but it's going to be smaller than the chassis that we currently have right now, which they did. Tom Henderson did go into details with A to B to and C chassis. I think the C chassis is the one that's apparently is going to be smaller with this new model, which I'm pretty sure they're going to eliminate the disk drive from this particular new model. Hence why they're going to be doing the detachable disk drive, right? So essentially it's going to look like a PS5 Slim with a detachable drive. And then obviously how they work out the pricing is up to Sony at this point. So let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that we're going to see this new PS5 reveal today, you know, at CES 2023, alongside with PSVR 2 being a main focus for Sony at CES? Let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. Okay. Wow. All right. So our next topic. Oh, let me go to this donation. Thank you so much, because these donations do help out our show. Country boy, thank you so much for the $10. Says, what's up, bro? You live streaming the Sony event? Yes, I'll try my best to do that for you guys. I believe it's going down at 7. So I do my best to set up everything by then. Hopefully there's no copyright stuff, because I don't even think I've ever streamed CES for Sony before. I don't think so. So I'm going to do some little bit more research just to make sure that it's safe to stream it. And then we'll take it from there. All right. So thank you so much, country boy, for the $10. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Keep the support coming. All right. Let's talk about Square Enix, because as long as I remember, as long as I can remember, Sony and Square have been buddies for years, since PlayStation exists, right? And it's I don't know what's flying up in Square Enix head all of a sudden, but obviously with the whole talk with Microsoft feeling the way how they feel about Sony having too much exclusives, and certain games are just, listen, a lot of the stuff that Sony got right now, Sony worked for that stuff. Sony have built partnerships with a lot of these companies for years. So it ain't something that they're just going around buying up stuff automatically right now. So I'm like, Square, you have the audacity, which I understand that you're a business and you're in business to make money, but come on, Square, like, you biting the hand that feeds you. Like, but here's my thing though. Here's my thing. I feel like every publisher, I feel like every company can stand on their own 2 feet and distribute their games how they see fit. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is this, and this is where I'm going to put a timestamp. And yeah, this is going to get a bit spicy. So you might want to drink a little bit of water with this topic, because this is where it's going to get a little spicy for me. So my whole thing is this. If you want to be free, okay? And this is why you see a lot of people talk about freedom when it comes to this industry and eliminate exclusivity altogether. If you want to be free, right? Don't take a deal. Don't put up a for sale sign saying, oh, I want to be bought, or, oh, we're willing to accept partnership, right? If you want to be free to have your games on every single platform known to man, then don't accept any partnerships. Don't accept any deals from these companies. And then you're going to turn around and then complain saying Sony is holding y'all back. Are you kidding me? If anything, Sony helps drive a lot of Square Enix games over the years, and Nintendo as well. Are you kidding me right now? Nintendo and Sony being the big driving force behind Square Enix games. Are you crazy? Right? Xbox, not so much, because Xbox don't really have a strong foothold as far as when it comes to Square Enix games, right? I mean, Xbox has been surviving without majority of Square Enix games on their platform, right? And a lot of people don't really play on Xbox for a lot of things like that. I mean, it's more like shooters and racing games and things of that nature. The genre type is different on Xbox, and it's been that way for years. Sony and Nintendo, JRPGs, RPGs, whatever the case may be. Now, listen to this one here. And this is what got my gears grinding very, very hard. Square Enix global aspirations hindered by PlayStation exclusivity? Really, my G? Really? Are y'all hearing this correctly? Is it just me, or is it just I'm just crazy right now? Final Fantasy publisher Square Enix want to simultaneously release games across all markets. Oh, really now? So now you want to break free from Sony so that you can release your games across all markets. Listen to me. There's nothing wrong with releasing your games across all markets, but when you're going to sit there and make it seem like you're being hindered, nobody forced you to sign a contract. Nobody forced you to do a deal with Sony in the first place. You see what I'm saying? It's like these companies, they put themselves in the positions that they're in. You see what I'm saying? When Sony was throwing all that money in your face and be like, hey, here's the deal for this game. Here's the deal for that game. You should have said, no, this is not our vision. This is not what we're standing for. Now, all of a sudden, Sony is hindering you from simultaneously releasing your games across all markets. Don't blame Sony. Blame yourself, because you're the one that owned the intellectual property. Right? You're the one that owned these IPs. Sony don't own these IPs. You do. So you have full control over your IPs. So how dare you come out here and blaming Sony because, well, Sony, don't accept the deal. Don't re-up on the deal. If you want out, get out. Get out of the deal. Get your box side out and release your games on Xbox, wherever else you want to release your games. Like, it's simple as that. This just make me look like, wait, are they serious right now? Okay. Now, Square Enix aspires to release and publish its games simultaneously across the globe. However, PlayStation exclusivity deals are holding back the Japanese video game company. Funny. Now, Square Enix and Sony have decades-long relationship that is as old as the PlayStation platform. Exactly. From day one. From day one, Square's been rocking with them. Where was this narrative back then? Where was this conversation back then? Oh, Sony, you're holding us back, Sony. You wasn't saying that. You wasn't saying that when all that money was coming in. When Sony helped put Square Enix where they're at today. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Come on, because of their platform. Sony offered you their platform, their player base, right? And it's kind of crazy, though. This whole conversation is crazy. So the Final Fantasy maker has signed multiple lucrative exclusivity deals with PlayStation. What the? You signed, my G. Nobody is forcing you to sign the deal. You was the one that put yourself in this predicament. You signed multiple deals with PlayStation, knowingly know that you wanted out, that you wanted your games to be across all markets. So I don't feel sorry for you at this point. You put yourself in this predicament. Now you go, oh, well, Sony is hindering us from going out and putting our games on all platforms. Oh, really? Oh, really? But you signed, nobody forced you to sign the deal, my G. You could have said, no, this is not what we're about. Now, you signed multiple exclusive deals with PlayStation in an effort to secure upfront royalties. You remember what I told you, greed and money is a heck of a thing, right? So if you cared so much about the freedom of your IPs, then why the heck did you sign the deal in the first place? So they in an effort to secure upfront royalties and to continue Sony's so-called virtuous cycle where success brings more success over time. Now, after many years of such deals, PlayStation has become the dominant platform that publishers like Square Enix simply can't afford to ignore. What did I just say? Who is the market leader right now in the console space? Sony got that market dominance. So, Square, you're not stupid. You're not dumb, Square. You know that from day one that PlayStation had that dominance. So you're like, let's sign this deal. Come on, bro. It's as simple as that. It's business at the end of the day. Now you're blaming Sony for something that you put yourself into. Come on, man. I can't stand these companies sometime, bro. Now, you couldn't ignore that dominance with PlayStation, but you still signed a deal, which gives Sony significant power when negotiating deals with third-party partners like Square Enix, because PlayStation have that dominance as far as the gaming industry is concerned. In hindsight, it fuels a lot of third-party publishers to say, you know what, I want a piece of that Sony pie because of the player base, because of the dominance. We need to sign a deal. Remember the whole Rockstar situation back in the day? Nobody was forcing Rockstar to go with Sony back in the PS2 time frame with Grand Theft Auto, but they did because that money was good. When that deal was up, Rockstar was like, okay, we're off in the sunset now. Now we can do whatever we want to do. If that was the case, then Rockstar would have keep on working with Sony. Right. Ain't that right? So don't sit here and blame Sony. Now, let's finish this off. This is just ridiculous. This is insane. Okay? So the idea is to create one Square Enix that releases simultaneously across worldwide markets. No longer will Square Enix have two separate divisions for Western and domestic audience. Exclusivity, however, will dampen the effectiveness of this worldwide reach. That is your friggin' fault. That's your fault. Don't blame another publisher or another company for your mishaps. You're the one that dampened yourself in the first place. Okay? We all make mistakes, but don't sit here and point the finger at Sony. Well, Sony, it's your fault. After all these years, it's your fault. Get out the spot, man. Now you're blaming this on exclusivity. Now you want freedom. Okay, well, go. If I was Sony, I will wait till the contract is over with and you go about your business since you want to talk greasy. Now, most publishers release their games on all platforms in the effort to capture as much market reach as possible. Again, you knew what you was getting yourself into when you signed up with Sony. Okay, same thing with Microsoft. When Microsoft is cornering the freaking industry, buying up all these studios and stuff like that, right? What do you think you call that? What is Microsoft doing right now? What do you think you call that? Exclusivity. That's what that is. So if exclusivity is dampening the industry, then nobody should be putting up a for sale sign. Nobody should be sitting here saying, oh, let's sign this exclusivity deal. It's all about the bread, bro. I keep telling y'all. Think they care about us? They don't care about us. I keep telling y'all that. These CEOs, CFOs, all these top dogs, suit and tie, you know what I really want to say. Dudes up in the higher ups, they don't care about us. They're all about Benjamins and Bentleys and Lambos and all that type of stuff, and these big mansions and all that type of stuff, maids and gardeners and all that type of stuff. They don't care about me and you. You see what I'm saying? They're all about punching in numbers and crunching numbers. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't give a doggone about us. All they care about is that good old green. Okay? So let's not confuse this. Let's understand exactly what's going on. You know me. I don't cut no corners. And I for doggone sure don't care. I'm going to tell y'all like it is. And if nobody likes it, well, hey, it's just too friggin' bad because you can see right through the BS. Right? But everybody wants to blame something on somebody else when it's all you're doing. Now, listen to this one. How would exclusivity affect Square Enix plans? The West is primarily dominated by PlayStation. Hello? We already know this already. But Xbox and Nintendo still maintain strong footholds on the market. All right? Now, this is a different story in Japan. However, Xbox has yet to really capture this region. So PlayStation and Switch typically reign in this overseas market. Exactly. Right? When you were striking all them deals with Nintendo, right? How you wasn't complaining then? Now, all of a sudden, you want to throw Sony under the bus. Now, here's the thing. If Square Enix wants to engage more of the global market, then it would have to behoove the publisher to focus on more widespread AAA releases. Again, not everybody loves Final Fantasy. Not everybody loves all these games that Square Enix put out there, right? So in order for you to have this wide market that you really want to reach, you're going to have to change up some things to appeal to different player bases, right? Because Nintendo and PlayStation got the whole, or should I say Sony and Nintendo got the whole Japanese market sold up, right? That's why you see certain things perform better on certain consoles, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. Now, I'm just going to leave it right there. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. Now, here's the other part of it. On a surface level, it looks like Square Enix, granted, publishing aspirations are undermined by exclusivity deals for some of its biggest games, namely those in the Final Fantasy franchise that are being said. Other major mainline franchises like Dragon Quest and Kingdom Hearts are still available on Xbox. So the exclusivity deals are by no means complete. There you go. Stupid stuff. Like, it just don't even make any sense. Let's not talk about the Embracer Group and let's not even get into that conversation because it's just nonsense. All nonsense. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Makes no sense. We just got to point the finger at somebody at the end of the day just to say, hey, you know what? Yeah, used to be blamed for all of this shenanigans. Okay. Let's talk about The Last of Us Part 3. Now, let's get down to business. Last of Us. Now, we did hear a little bit of information regarding The Last of Us 3 from a movie leaker, but now this is some official stuff because this is coming out from Neil Druckmann and everything, and so we do have a little bit of information that we need to go over. So if you guys are enjoying the show so far, please give the stream a thumbs up, give the stream a like, all that good stuff, all that crazy stuff. Make sure y'all subscribe. Let's dive into Last of Us Part 3. All right, let's go. Because this right here don't make any doggone sense. So Last of Us 3. Now, I think the narrative is starting to change. I think the narrative is starting to change a bit here when it comes to Last of Us. Because I think a lot of people are just tired of The Last of Us in general. Like, oh, all you've been doing, Naughty Dog, is just release Last of Us, Last of Us, Last of Us. I'm gonna get to y'all donations in just a second. Last of Us, Last of Us, Last of Us, Last of Us. Like, we need something else, which hence why we hear that they're working on a new IP and we have some faction stuff to go over as well. But Last of Us director on a potential part 3. I think there is more story to tell. Now, I don't know if you guys remember when Neil Druckmann came out and said that, well, yeah, the story outline for the third game was already been written already. So, I mean, that's already been written, ready to go. So we do have a little bit of information regarding that. So that's cool. Knowing that we already have, you know, the story already outlined and ready to go and put out there. Now, while not confirming if The Last of Us Part 3 is coming or not, series director, co-writer Neil Druckmann told Hollywood Reporter, I think there's more story to tell. So, interestingly enough, now we did hear a little bit of information pertaining to The Last of Us 3. This was like, what, 2021? So like almost 2 years ago at this point. And obviously we know about The Last of Us, the TV show, and everything and what's popping off with that. So that's crazy. I believe that's airing on January 15th, which I'll be taking a look at that. But yeah, at this point in time, we know that The Last of Us 3 is going to happen eventually. They already have a story outline ready to go, fired up. So it's just a matter of time before it actually see the light of day. Now, we do know that they have a new IP working on, and plus they also have Factions 2, which we're supposed to be getting updates and surprises from Naughty Dog this particular year. And maybe at the next PS5 showcase, we can find out more details about Factions 2, which we're going to talk about in the latter part of the show, but also more details as far as like what they're planning on doing with The Last of Us. So let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment sections. Now, Holy freaking cow. William, thank you so much for the big body 50, man. Really do appreciate that. Samson, thank you for the $2. Says Microsoft paid Square, so they turned on Sony. Ha ha. I don't know. Some kind of money is exchanging in the back end for that to be happening. William, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate that massive $50 donation. That's very generous of you, man. It does help out our show, so I really do appreciate it. It says, just so you know, Square Enix blaming Sony or even mentioning being held back by exclusivity is not mentioned in the actual letter from Square Enix. It's just a negative interpretation made by a person who made the article, not from the actual letter. Oh, but the way how the article was written, it's being perceived that way. You know what I mean? Like Square is actually coming out like, bro, like what the heck? Like you like, wait a minute, you coming at us? You coming at Sony? You come like, bro, this is from day one. We've been buddies since day one. But thank you for clearing that up. I really hope that's the case, because the way how this was actually coming from Tweaktown, the way how the article has been written, it just seems as though that Square is the one that's coming out saying that Sony is holding them back. It's just crazy how a lot of these journalists, how they kind of write certain things and put certain things a certain type of way. Microsoft. Let's talk about Microsoft, because this is why my brain, for some reason, cannot understand the level of craziness that's going on with Microsoft right now. So let's talk about this situation, because Microsoft want to play dumb, because I feel like this. I feel like the narrative, the silly narrative, that this innocent type of guy narrative is somehow gonna make them move forward with this deal, right? It's just kind of like, okay, Microsoft, what are we really trying to do here? Are we trying to win the hearts of gamers with this actual ABK deal, add more value to Game Pass so we can move on, so you can give us better showcases and better games, right? And show off what you do have. Show your hand on what you have currently. What are we trying to do here? Okay, we're trying to waste time, or we trying to just get this thing over with as soon as possible. But here goes the newest bullcrap that you're going to hear of. And this really made me laugh, because I'm like, you cannot be this stupid, right? There's no way you can make this up. A multi-billion-dollar corporation, which the first Call of Duty game, let's see, where was the first Call of Duty game released on? PC. Okay. Let's talk about this, because this is ridiculous. Microsoft, what the heck are you doing, man? You need to wake up and smell the coffee here, because this don't even make any sense. So dialing into our next topic, let's get on Microsoft case, because like I said before, I'm always gonna call them out when I see nonsense. I'm going to call it out like it is. Thank you so much, William, for the $5. In fact, it is actually the opposite of this false narrative. Square Enix is planning a closer partnership with PlayStation that will soon be announced soon. Really? Man, I really hope that's true, William. Thank you so much for the $5. Woo! Hey, I really can't wait to see that, because a lot of people, being that, people have been saying, oh, Sony should buy Square for years and this and that because of the relationship and stuff. Man, can't wait to see what this big announcement is, if true, man. Thank you so much, William. I appreciate the $5. Now, let's get into this narrative. Microsoft says it doesn't know when Call of Duty was launched. Are you kidding me, Microsoft? Are you? No. This is a joke. This is what this is. You see, we wonder why this deal is in the balance. Wait, what? Why is this even in? Microsoft, what? Why is this even being talked about in court? Wait, what? Wait, what? Are you kidding me? You can't be serious. You don't know when the original Call of Duty was released? Really? Are we that crazy? We just wasting precious time here. We just don't know when the last Call of Duty was released. The original Call of Duty was released. We just don't know. We're acting dumb right now. The time of Microsoft playing dumb during the defense of its acquisition of Activision Blizzard has apparently come, as the company is now claiming not to know when Call of Duty originally launched. In a page, which is 37, reply to the lawsuit brought about, here's the thing, about by the Federal Trade Commission, which is the FTC. Microsoft states that not only does it not know when the franchise launched, but that it has no information as to how valuable it is. Wait, what? So what are we doing? We just throwing money? We just throwing money now? We just throwing money to get Call of Duty and throwing money to get Activision, but we don't know. We're acting dumb. We don't know when Call of Duty was originally released. This is a joke. This is what this is, a joke. The longer this deal goes on, it's just like, can we just get this over with? Because Microsoft is making a fool out of themselves. Not just in front of the FTC, but also making a fool out of themselves in front of us, the gamers, the ones that's been supporting them since day one. Are you kidding me? This got to be a sick joke. Now, quote, Microsoft avers that it lacks knowledge or information sufficient to the form of belief as to the truth of the allegations concerning the industry perceptions of Call of Duty and Call of Duty's original release date. Are you kidding me, Microsoft? Or as to the truth of the allegations concerning Call of Duty's launch and typical release schedule and the resources and budget Activision allocates to Call of Duty, including the number of studios that work on Call of Duty. Are we crazy? What kind of absurd nonsense is this? We have Sony out here fighting for their lives, to get Call of Duty. I'm pretty sure Sony knows. Microsoft, you know. It was on PC. How you do not know? Okay, we're just going to act dumb and we're just going to act innocent and hope that the FTC and hope that everybody feels sorry for us, because you know what? Hey, you know what? It's okay, right? It's all good. It's all, but your defense, Microsoft, your defense does not make any sense. You're wasting time. You're wasting time. Your defense does not make any sense. Please make this make sense.
We'll make our own destiny.
At the end of the day, like I said, I'm going to get to these donations. At the end of the day, I really want this deal to actually go through. And for some reason or the other, Microsoft just keep digging a deeper hole like every single time. Like the narrative changes, whether they're being sarcastic or I don't freaking know, right? Or they're just playing dumb just so that they can just somehow miraculously be on top with this situation or be on top of this whole deal debacle. Like, I just don't know. But I really, really hope that apparently we're hearing something about August or something like that. If the FTC does not come up with a decision to stop the deal from happening or to throw their 2 cents on whatever it is that they're trying to do here, then hopefully they can make a decision like really soon to close the deal. And so the deal will be closed like sometime in the summer of this year. So I'm really hope that this deal can just go through so that Microsoft, because we're wasting precious time right now, and time is something that we don't have. So let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. Are you rocking with Microsoft on this one? Basically saying that they don't know when the original Call of Duty was released, and their defense is not really looking too good right now. Evans, thank you so much for being a member for 12 months. Says Marlon, just to be fair, are you can't expect Microsoft to give the FTC ammo for the litigation? That wouldn't make sense at all, man. But my thing is, but to act dumb to say that you don't know when Call of Duty was released, originally released, that doesn't make sense. because the FTC is smart enough to know, come on, Microsoft, this was released on your platform years ago. The PC, Microsoft owns PC, right? They own Windows, right? So how you not know when? Anyways, that's a whole nother conversation. That's just dumb. I said, watch out, my Xbox fanboys coming for you. I don't care. Let them come. I don't care. You guys already know I don't care, bro. I do not care. Anyways, let's get to Spider-Man 2 conversation here, because let them come. I don't care. I mean, what are they going to say? Let them come. Let them come. We don't care. The truth is the truth. So I don't care. All right. Now, Spider-Man 2. Let's talk about that, because this is obviously one of the biggest releases of the year for PlayStation fans. And we did get a little bit of information from Insomniac Games on, you know, when we can, at least time frame wise, when we can expect Spider-Man 2. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to dial into this one here. Do me a favor, guys, if you are enjoying the show, smash up that like button. Let's get right into this one, because, yeah, you think I care? I don't care. Let them come. Let them say whatever they want to say. Period. End of story. Now, Spider-Man 2. Now, we hear from Najee Jeter. This is the man behind Miles Morales, voice actor for Miles Morales. And he literally put out on his Instagram saying that this is the year, right? And, well, obviously, this was coming from the Game Awards at first, where they said this is the year in a tweet. But Najee Jeter literally went on his Instagram a day ago saying, stay tuned, with Spider-Man 2 in caption. So I'm literally hoping, man, this man has been hyping up Spider-Man 2. I mean, towards the end of last year, we did get a little bit of information from him, basically saying that they're going to end off the year strong with Spider-Man 2. And obviously, we learned from Sony towards the end that, hey, listen, Spider-Man 2 is going to be coming out fall of this year. And so he's saying, stay tuned, literally just a day ago. Like, that's yesterday. So seems as though something could be happening with Spider-Man 2 really, really soon here. I know some of you guys are literally excited and through the roof. Cannot wait to see that game, being that it's a PS5 exclusive game. So let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. Can't wait to see Spider-Man 2. Now, let's go ahead and let's get to these donations, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on. DX, thank you so much for the $5. Also, Samson, thank you so much for the $5 as well. Says, here we go. Says, I personally think Sony has bought the remainder of Square Enix, and they're holding that news back until the ABK deal goes through. I've been hearing stuff about that. I've been hearing rumblings about that, but we'll see. And then piggybacking off of, what's his name, that dropped the $50, he was saying something about Square and Sony, some type of announcement really soon. So we'll see. That will be huge for PlayStation fans. Now, Samson, thank you so much for the $5. Says, doesn't matter. Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo, he will call them out. Chill. Facts. You guys already know. Sony gets it too. Sony gets it too. I don't care. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, I love PlayStation more. You guys already know that. I've been loving their games since day one. And Microsoft, my love from them stemmed from the 360 time frame. Like, the original Xbox was great. They had great IPs, but my love got even higher for them in the 360 time frame. So when you love something, man, you got to call it out like it is. I don't care. Like, so people could say whatever the heck they want to say. Shout outs to Evans here with the $5. Says, by the way, Marlon, Windows isn't the platform for PC. It's just the operating system. PC platforms are Steam, Epic, GOG, Microsoft Store, etc. But I don't understand the confusion. Well, the reason why I said that, right? The reason why I said that, the original Call of Duty was released on PC, right? For Windows, right? So that's kind of like where my thing is coming from. My argument is coming from. And the fact that Microsoft is acting like, well, they don't even know when it was released. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So that's kind of like where I was getting that narrative from. So it just doesn't make sense to me. Like I said, they're just acting dumb, and in the hopes that the FTC can just give a blind eye to certain things. But again, we'll see. Thank you so much, Evans, for the $5. All right. Now, let's go ahead and let's move on here to our next topic. And this is something that I really wanted to kind of talk about. Now, more price hikes. More price hikes. And This is not good. This is not good because we heard from Microsoft that they're charging $70 for their first party games, which we don't even really get to really see much of nowadays because all it is just FTC, 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 all this type of stuff, right? And so let's go ahead and let's talk about this one because we have to talk about this price hike situation and what's been going down because obviously we know Sony went up on the price for their hardware and everybody, including me, was upset at that point because I was just like, wait a minute. And Microsoft was like, nah, we don't have any plans to go up on our hardware at this point. And now we're seeing, well, Series X going up in price, I think in India at first. And then now we're hearing that eventually it's going to go up here in the States, all that type of stuff. And then we heard also that, oh, yeah, the games are going to be $70 as far as their first party games. And Game Pass is probably going to go up in price too as well. Not probably, will go up in price. So now we do have a bit of information here from an analyst, which is actually talking. And I mean, you see how the market is right now, how crazy it is. So dialing into our next topic here, let's go ahead and let's talk about this situation. So game and hardware prices. Man, y'all just coming with the donations. Game and hardware prices will continue rising in 2023. So this is a very interesting, thank y'all for the support. This is a very, very interesting topic here because it says hardware subscription and game prices are expected to further rise in 2023. Now, this is according to Japanese-based analyst Dr. Serkin Todo of Canton Games. Now, GamingIndustry.biz has published its annual analyst predictions for the year, with Dr. Toto noting that the ongoing rise in cost of development will continue to impact the industry. Now, following Sony and Microsoft increased first-party game prices, Sony invoked backlash when it announced that the increase in their first-party game prices, followed by the increase of the PS5 prices, citing global economic conditions. Now, Microsoft, which strongly resists the urge to follow suit, caved recently when they started to increase the price of the Series X and S in some regions. Now, the company then indicated that it may need to revise hardware prices globally going forward. And in December, it officially announced that its first-party games will cost $70. Now, not all studios have hiked prices to keep up with the rise of production and other costs in game development so far, but gamers are likely to see prices go up across the board in 2023. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that, but Dr. Toto told GamingIndustry.biz, I believe this trend will not only affect the individual AAA titles, but also subscriptions and hardware, especially from Microsoft. Again, like I said, my prediction is once this ABK deal goes through, I'm thinking that the price of Game Pass is going to go up, right? And once the price of Game Pass goes up, people are going to expect even more value to tie in with that. And that's why Microsoft is doing the things that they're doing. Their first party games, people are not really so much worried about that because they have Game Pass. Like, who's going to shell out $70 to buy a Microsoft first party game when you do have, Game Pass as a blanket, safety blanket to say, well, I don't have to spend $70. I can just get their games day and date in Game Pass. So that's the narrative. And that's why you see a lot of Xbox YouTubers and a lot of Xbox personnel, like, they don't really make a big deal out of this. But Sony, on the other hand, that was a whole different ball game because, well, you have no choice but to buy their games at $70. Like, their games are not day and date with their subscription service. So apparently, according to Dr. Serkin Toto, we can expect to see more increase in prices when it comes to hardware, when it comes to subscription services and game development as a whole. I mean, you could see how game development is taking longer than usual, hence why we heard from Jason Schreier recently about PS6 and how if a new company or a new studio announce a new IP, how much longer it's going to take to develop because of the time span. Like, we have movies and different genre of multimedia formats that are coming out way sooner than a lot of these AAA games that are currently in development. So games are taking longer than usual. And at the same time, depending on the studio or the publisher that's working on these games, yeah, it can be very, very much overbearing. So let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. What do you guys think? Are you guys prepared for another price increase when it comes to these consoles or subscription services? Let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. All right, let's go ahead and let's talk about Naughty Dog and multiplayer time. Ladies and gentlemen, multiplayer time, because this is the thing that I feel like a lot of people is kind of like really expecting Sony to come out here, bring back a lot of their older IPs, you know, SOCOM, Resistance, Killzone, things of that nature, just in case if this deal doesn't go in the favor of Sony. They need more multiplayer stuff. Obviously, we heard that Sony have a multiplayer shooter that's currently in development, right? And it's supposed to be coming out in 2024 alongside with Death Stranding 2. So it's supposedly be a AAA first class multiplayer game that is coming out in 2024 in some sort, way, or shape, or form. Now, we do know that they have stuff with Fire Sprite, Deviation Games. The list goes on and on and on with a lot of stuff, but we do have Factions 2 that we need to talk about here, because let's go ahead and just show you guys what's actually happening. And we do have a new concept art here for Factions 2. I know a lot of you guys don't really necessarily care about this, but just really want to kind of highlight this. So Naughty Dog's Neil Druckmann has revealed new concept art for the upcoming Last of Us multiplayer game in a letter to fans that celebrates 2023 as the 10th anniversary of the franchise. Now, the concept art picture below is a wide shot of two survivors walking through a dilapidated street flanked by rust trailer to the left and a rundown building to the right. An enormous cruise ship loops in the background. Numerous palm trees adds more evidence that The Last of Us multiplayer will be set in San Francisco or perhaps California in general. So there you guys go. Don't know if you guys are excited, if you guys are hype, or whatever the case may be. Neil Druckmann did say that we're going to be getting more information regarding the game this year. I don't think it's coming out this year. Who knows? Maybe Sony might shock us with that information. Also, the ambitious Last of Us multiplayer, obviously we got the new art for that, but the series has surpassed 37 million units sold. So the whole Last of Us series as a whole has sold 37 million units. So congratulations to Sony and Naughty Dog on that one. That is really cool. And obviously, with the PC port for Last of Us Part 1, which comes out on March the 3rd. So there you guys go on that one. March the 3rd is when we're expecting the PC port for Last of Us Part 1 to be released. 37 million copies sold for the franchise as a whole. And we just got a new concept art for The Last of Us Factions 2. So there you guys go on that one. Let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. All right, let's dial into our next topic, Silent Hill. Now, man, we've been getting so much Silent Hill stuff. I mean, recently we got information about a new Silent Hill, well, the short message, I believe that's what it's called, rated recently. So it seemed like it's going to be a demo of some sort, way or shape or form. Now we're hearing about some 3 unannounced games for Silent Hill, which I think is crazy, right? So it seemed like Konami is not playing around. Like, they have some big announcements that's going to be going down here very shortly. And so I really want to sort of highlight a couple things as we progress. And so this is a rumor right now, so please do not take this as confirmation. Now, Silent Hill franchise has 3 unannounced games in development. Now, this is coming from Dusk Gollum. Now, Dusk Gollum has gotten a lot of things right when it comes to Resident Evil, Silent Hill, things of that nature. So he is saying that this is via Reset Era. He's basically saying that there's 3 unannounced games in production, one of which is currently in early stages of development. And just to clarify, these aren't related to what Konami has already unveiled. So this is separate from what Konami has unveiled during their transmission showcase and everything like that. So, quote, there's at least 3 Silent Hill projects which haven't been announced yet, not including the short message. That's the name of it, short message. So apparently that's going to be some sort of demo or whatever the case may be. And yes, really, but one of them is in very early stages of development. So early stages of development ain't coming out anytime soon. Probably by the time that comes out, we probably hear about PS6 by that. So maybe it might be a cross-generation game. We don't know, considering that game development takes so friggin' long to actually happen. But I digress. Let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. So yeah, I think that's a very, very crazy thing. Now, as we know, just to kind of reiterate, Sony will be hosting their CES 2023 event today. Their main focus is going to be PlayStation VR 2, and in the hopes that we can get this new PS5 console hardware revealed at CES as well, considering that PlayStation is going to be their main focus at CES. So this goes down at 8 p.m. ET on Sony's YouTube channel. So I definitely do my best to show this off for you guys as well. So just to kind of give you guys a little bit of update. And so there you guys go, man. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. Please do me a favor, guys, and make sure you guys hit the like button for me, hit the share button, and all that good stuff. I think we're doing very good so far with the likes. Make sure you guys go ahead and check out our channel sponsor as well, which is Advanced GG. Use my code MGN30 to save 30% off during checkout and things of that nature. So definitely do appreciate you guys, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me. We're in the Q&A portion of the show. Did you guys enjoy the show? Make sure you guys use my coupon code MGN30. Check out our channel sponsor. I appreciate that one. Thank y'all so much. All right, so Q&A time. If you guys have any questions, any concerns about anything pertaining to the show, if you guys want to call me out on something, whatever the case may be, we did have a lot of topics. As you guys can see, this is how I actually do everything. Structure, write everything down on a piece of paper, and so that we can have our timestamps and everything. So we had a lot of topics to kind of go over today, considering that we just start off the new year. And so, yeah, if you guys think I did a great job, give me a thumbs up, give me some fire emotes. I don't know how I did today. Let me know. But yeah, it's crazy to me how people are defending Microsoft on this whole Call of Duty situation. Oh, well, we didn't know when the original Call of Duty was released. Oh, we didn't know when the original Call of Duty was released, but yeah, we're gonna go in and defend Call of Duty. Come on, man. At the end of the day, like I said, the platforms that this was released on was freaking Windows, okay, and Mac. I believe, yeah, Windows and Mac, right? Like, people would just act like, oh, well, like, come on, man. It was released on their operating system. How you not gonna know when it first came out? Come on, like, this is freaking ridiculous, bro. Like, it's insane. Vampire says, Marlon, why are you ignoring this? Is lawyer speak? You haven't said lawyer one time. Lawyer. Listen. It's not a matter of ignoring, right? I'm not ignoring anybody. But my whole thing is this. My whole thing is this. Like, this doesn't make any sense, right? This doesn't make any sense to me. Does that make sense to you? I know it's lawyer talk, but my whole thing is this. If Microsoft is having their lawyers say, well, we don't know when the original Call of Duty was released, like, regardless of the fact, they're still representing Microsoft. Like, they still represent Microsoft, right? So I'm not understanding here. Like, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Like, lawyer or not, like, how does that make Microsoft look? I'm just saying. But how does a lawyer or not? How does that make Microsoft look? I understand that it's not a big deal, but they're still representing Microsoft. Lawyer or not, they're still representing Microsoft. So to say, oh, well, we don't know when the original Call of Duty, bro, that's simple Google. That's simple Google. Like, you could Google that information. Like, I'm just saying, like, you could Google that information. Like, I have no idea. He says it's not their job to help the FTC. What don't you understand? Okay. It's not their job to help the FTC. So let me ask you this. Who is trying to win here? Who is trying to win here? Do we want that? Okay. My whole thing, what's the main objective of this deal, right? Is for this deal to go through. So we want Microsoft to win, right? And get this deal over with. We don't want the FTC to add more fuel to the fire for them to sit here and block the deal, right? So my whole thing is this, like, why does it even matter what the FTC, like, when it comes to them knowing when Call of Duty is supposed to come out, or the original Call of, like, you get what I'm saying? But this is coming from a lawyer that supposedly, allegedly, like, saying that, oh, well, we don't know when the original Call of Duty was released. Come on, bro. Like, doesn't make any sense, right? Then we heard from the FTC that, well, we're trying to block this deal. We're trying to stop this deal from happening, right? And we don't want this deal to go through because of competition and blah, 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 and all this stuff, right? But on the flip side, Microsoft has been playing this innocent guy role. Like, they've been just, oh, yeah, well, we need this deal to go through because we need more exclusive games. And look at Sony and look at what Sony's got right now. They got more exclusive than us, right? It's just, listen, bro, this is just ridiculous. That's all it is. Like, lawyer or not, like, this guy or whoever this is representing Microsoft, this is a joke. This is literally what this is, a freaking joke. You're getting paid so much freaking money. You know what I'm saying? You're a lawyer. You're getting paid so much money and you don't have all your evidence to present to the court? Does that make any sense to say that a $1 trillion corporation, that the original game was launched on their freaking operating system, right? And you don't know when the game was released? Does that make any sense? Come on, man. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like, at least my whole thing is this. At least present your case in a way where it actually makes sense. Not just to the FTC, but to us as gamers. Because that doesn't make sense. It really makes no sense. But hey, it's business, right? And there's a lot of things, and not even just about the whole Call of Duty situation. There's a lot of things that Microsoft said during this whole court case, during this whole FTC situation, that did not make any lick of sense. You understand what I'm saying? Like, makes no sense. Like, the whole situation about, oh, we have 59 exclusives, but we need this deal to go through so that we can have one more exclusive. No, bro, you're going to have a bunch of exclusive games. Not just one, not just Call of Duty. You're going to have a bunch, right? And the stuff that they were saying about Sony this and Sony that, like, bro, you do the same thing. You saying that Sony buy up all these exclusive games and this and that, and Sony have all these deals and stuff. So do you too. You do the same friggin' thing. You corner the market as much too. There's so many games that Microsoft could have had on their platform, but they give a blind eye to it. So what do you expect Sony to do? You expect Sony to just roll over and just, oh, we don't care either. They could have had Spiderman. You saw that article that was talking about Spiderman could have been on Xbox? Yeah, that could have happened. When Spiderman, when Insomniac was up for sale, why didn't Microsoft beat Sony to the punch? Why didn't Microsoft jump up and say, hey, I want this. Everything that Sony got, Microsoft can have too. I'm just saying. So I'm not understanding. Turk says, dude, dude, you have to research and explain it to me. What? You have to, wait. Dude, you have to research and explain it to make sense to your community, not act clueless. Okay, so hold on. All right, hold on, because this is about to be irritating right now. This is about to be very irritating. Why are we still on this Microsoft Call of Duty situation? What's the big deal about this? Because it's pretty self-explanatory, like as far as what's going on here. So what is it that I need to explain to my community? Do I need to reread this stuff? What is it that I need to dig back into to explain? Because if people want me to show them the actual article, what is it that I need to do? What is it that I need to explain? What is it that I need to explain? No. Hold on. What is it that I need to explain about this whole Microsoft says that it doesn't know when Call of Duty was launched? The original Call of Duty was launched. Like, what is it? What is it that needs to be explained? I never said that Sony was the victim. I said that Sony needs to stand on their own 2 feet and innovate something. That's what I'm saying. Sony needs to stand on their own 2 feet. It's okay. It's going to hurt you guys because Call of Duty, makes up a lot of y'all revenue, right? So stand on your own 2 feet. You got a bunch of shooters that you can make. Hello. You know what I mean? Sony themselves, too, sounded crazy in this whole ordeal, saying that none of their studios can create something to go up against Call of Duty. Sony get the hot water from me, too. So what are you talking about? How is Sony the victim here? How is Sony the victim? Sony is only fighting for what they think is right because Call of Duty performs better on their platform and it makes them a lot of money, hence why they're fighting tooth and nail for it. I'm saying for Sony to stand up on their own 2 feet and do what they do as far as their own Call of Duty. They got Bungie, right? Well, obviously they have a bunch of stuff going on with Bungie. They got a bunch of stuff going on with a lot of other studios. Are you kidding me? So how is it that I'm making Sony look like the victim here? That's the problem, bro. That's the freaking problem. That's the problem. Okay. Marlon, explain why they said that. Okay. Let me read the article again. Since we want to act so simple with this conversation. All right, let's read this, right? Microsoft say it doesn't know when Call of Duty launched. The time of Microsoft playing dumb during the defense of this acquisition of Activision Blizzard has apparently come as the company is now claiming not to know when Call of Duty originally launched. In a 37-page reply to the lawsuit brought about by the FTC, Microsoft states that not only does it not know when the franchise launched, but that it has no information as to how valuable it is. So they don't even know how valuable the freaking game is. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How much more do I need to explain that to my audience? How much more do I need to explain that? Like, that's basically it. How much more do I need to explain that? Now, people say, oh, read the bottom of this. Okay, of course, all of that information can quickly be found by a quick search on the old Google machine. I just said that. Y'all coming up with this narrative of, oh, it's a lawyer. Who cares? Who cares? Obviously, it's going to be lawyers. Microsoft is paying. Who cares? That's quick information for them to Google search. I just said that without even reading the bottom. Are you kidding me? I just said that. I just said that. That's easy. Oh, it's a lawyer. Oh, it's coming from a lawyer, bro. Who cares who it's coming from? They're representing Microsoft. It sounds stupid. It's dumb. Who cares who it's coming from? It's dumb. You don't know how valuable something is, right? And you're buying into something. This was originally launched on your OS, your operating system, and you have somebody representing you, and you're saying that you don't know. They're represent. Your name is attached, lawyer or not. What the heck are y'all talking about? That makes no sense. Their claims makes no sense. Microsoft is desperate. They're throwing stuff on the wall to see what sticks. Are you kidding me? And y'all sitting here defending Microsoft on this, talking about, oh, lawyer, oh, it's a lawyer. It's a lawyer. Of course it's going to be a lawyer. Like, none of this makes sense. None of this makes any sense. Nothing that, half the stuff that Microsoft been saying this whole ride with this ABK deal makes no sense. Them throwing Sony under the bus, right? And both of them, Sony throwing Microsoft under the bus, Microsoft throwing Sony under the bus, whatever the case may be. Like, how far is that narrative getting everybody? Is this deal over with yet? No, it's still being dragged out. It's still going on right now. So whether or not this is coming from a lawyer, yes or no, it still looks dumb. Why can't the FTC? Same thing. They can look at, I'm pretty sure they're probably going to look it up. I'm pretty sure the FTC is going to look it up and be like, well, oh, okay. With a quick old Google search, 2003. With a quick old Google search, oh, 2003. Not even a second you can find that information out. 2003. They're freaking desperate. When you're desperate, you will say and do anything. Oh, yeah. We don't know. We do know, but we don't know. We're going to sit here and we're going to act dumbfounded because we don't know. Oh, yeah. We don't know when Call of Duty was originally released. Right? This lawyer, whoever this lawyer is that's representing Microsoft, since y'all pushing the lawyer narrative, bro, look it up on your phone. I can say Siri. Oh, look at this. Look how easy this is. Siri, when was the original Call of Duty released? 2003. Okay, let me say it again. Let me hear Siri. Let Siri tell us in not even a second. Siri, when was the original Call of Duty released?
Here's an answer from Wikipedia. Call of Duty is a 2003 first-person shooter game developed by Infinity Ward and published by Activision. It is the first installment in the Call of Duty franchise, released on October 29, 2003, for Microsoft Windows.
But y'all want to sit here and tell me nonsense in my ears. It was released. I kept saying it the whole stream. I kept saying it. The whole stream, I kept saying it. I said it was released on their operating system. So how is it that you don't know? How is it that you don't know? And it only takes a second to pull that up on your phone. Only takes a second. So how is it that you don't know? But we pull in the lawyer card here. That's even worse. You're getting paid thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars to deal with a case. And you don't know? The FTC, nobody knows? Quick Google search and you don't know? Man, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Eamon, thank you so much for the $5. Says anything you say can be used against you in court of law. Microsoft is not going to give them anything they can use against them, bro. Simple. But here's the thing. To piggyback off that narrative, what's the benefit of them saying they know if when Call of Duty was originally released or not? What is this going to make the deal go through? By them playing dumb? I'm trying to figure this out. By them saying they don't know to the FTC, like we don't know when the deal We don't know. We don't even know. That's like them saying, you know what? We don't even know when the original Windows operating system launched. Wait, what? Like, wait, what? Like, make that make sense. So, is what I'm trying to ask you guys is, them playing dumb, is that going to make the deal go through? Because the FTC is so stupid, right? They're so dumb to the point where, like, they don't really know, or they're going to believe what Microsoft is saying. They're not that stupid. They can look that stuff up. It's just that simple. Okay. Samson says, flush that. Man, this is ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous, bro. Like, it's just, it says, well, they didn't do their research. So, well, that's their fault. That's their fault for not doing no research. You see what I'm saying? That's their fault for not doing no research. Like, none of this even makes sense to me. Like, why is this even a thing in court? Like, whether they're playing the innocent game or they're trying to, you know, say this to make the deal go through or whatever, is that going to help the case? Them playing dumb, is that going to help the case? When that, if anything, it's going to be even more fuel to the fire, right? That's what I'm trying to say to you guys. Like, is that, if you playing dumb, is that going to make things better? Is the FTC is going to automatically say, you know what, Microsoft, hey, case closed. Here. Being that you don't know when the original Call of Duty was released, case closed. The deal, we'll approve of the deal to go through. What? Come on, bro. Come on. This is like so freaking dumb. E-Man with the $5 says, it's the FTC job to figure it out, bro. Just like you looked it up, they can too. He says, would you tell someone how to keep money from you? Laugh out loud. No. It says, yo, Marlon, I'm excited for Factions 2. It says, hope big 100% for Part 2 Director's Cut for the PS5. Also, I cancel my subscription to Xbox Live, man. Wow. Ouch. Ouch. Thank you for the donation. It says, laugh out loud. It says, Marlon, even Siri is smarter than Microsoft. I don't know. I don't know, man. A lot of these claims that comes out, it's just like, okay, whatever. I'm guessing. I don't know. I really, really don't know. But I guess the more and more we climb into this deal and stuff is the more and more we kind of realize how ridiculous this is. Like, it's just, it's crazy. Factions 2 is not coming out until 2024. It's possible. It's definitely possible. Scott Free says, if I were the FTC side, I would embarrass Microsoft and inform them we already knew the answer, but we wanted to see if you would be if you would be honest. You weren't. We believe even more now that this deal is wrong. Says Marlon canceled his live and sold his Xbox for other reasons. It says Microsoft has so much talent under their belt and they just waste it. Even their flagship IP, which made them a worldwide brand, is suffering. There's a liability attached to how you calculate the value of the acquisition. Why would you give dates to the complainant of the lawsuit against Microsoft? Huffman, shout out to Huffman. It says, if they could embarrass Microsoft, they would. It worked for Sony. But my whole thing is this, like, Microsoft is trying to do all of this stuff. You know what I mean? Saying that, oh, you know what? We're trying to offer, you know, more value for gamers. We're trying to offer this 10-year deal. We offered it to Valve. We offered it to Nintendo, and we're trying to offer it to Sony, right? Like, this is we're trying to plead our case here. Like, it's just, I don't know, bro. Like, it's just, It's just crazy, man. It's really crazy. Dang Meme, what's up, fam? What's up? What's up? What's up? From the Ninja community says it's just pointless. COD isn't the only entity up for grabs in the ABK deal. The FTC is a clown. FTC is a clown department with no code of ethics. Activision wanted to be bought. Laugh out loud. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro. If Activision didn't want to be up for sale and to be bought, then that wouldn't be the case, right? But it's like all the stuff that comes out of this deal, like of this court case, is just ridiculous, man. Like, it's just, I don't know, bro. Like, but shout outs to Dank Meme Center X from the Ninja community, man. Shout outs. It says Game Pass is the Netflix of gaming. You need content, plus they got the mobile stuff too. Exactly. But you also, not only just that, but you need strong, compelling games to keep people engaged, right? I get the mobile stuff. I understand that a lot of this deal has to do with the mobile stuff as well. But at the same time, like, you need to focus on what people have been asking you for, and it's for their AAA stuff. You know what I'm saying? Their AAA first-party stuff. Like, come on. It says, watch his past streams for the answer you want. Information, do the work. Let's see here. It says, Marlon, Microsoft isn't smarter than a 9-year-old. Okay, console war arm. It says, if Activision wants to be bought, then why does Marlon want the deal blocked so much? I don't want the deal to be blocked. I want the deal to go through so that we could get back to what's more. I never said I want the deal to be blocked. I don't want the deal to be blocked. I want this deal to go through one way or the other. Because either way, if this gets thrown out, right, Microsoft is not going to give up. They're going to find another way to get these IPs or to get this deal through one way or the other. Like, they're not going to stop until something gives, right? Whether they go around and say, okay, we couldn't get the whole catalog of Activision games. Let's aim for Call of Duty, right? Because that's the money maker right there, right? That's one of the biggest talk right now, you know, hence why Sony is fighting for it, right? But there it is right there, right? But Microsoft is not going to give up. They're going to fight. It seems that this will define Xbox this generation. Not good, man. Yeah, but, you know, like I said, all of this talk about FTC and this and that, right? And this deal, that's all it is that people are talking about. People ain't even talking about the games. Hellblade 2 and, you know, Avowed and Fable and all this. The main focus for Xbox right now is this FTC and ABK deal, which is a shame. It's a shame. It literally has taken over the whole entire industry. And that's all you see YouTubers talking about is this FTC, ABK deal. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, this deal just needs to be over with already. It's being dragged out and it needs to be over with. Like, it's ridiculous, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, we need to be talking about these games. That's what we need to be talking about. Microsoft is just taking games. Man, it's crazy, bro. Nobody is talking about Sony games either. What? Wait, what? People talk about Spiderman 2. People are talking about Final Fantasy 16. People are talking about factions. Nobody's talking about Sony games either. If anything, people are talking about Sony games more than you're talking about Microsoft games. Because I don't know if you remember, towards the end of 2022, when Sony was highlighting all the releases for 2023. Are you kidding me right now? And people are not talking about Sony games? Okay, bro. Gaming Monster, what's going on? It says Microsoft isn't showing anything from its studios. Exactly. Because of this ABK deal. Exactly, Seattle Chef. Exactly. It says it's Sony fault, Marlon. Hey, like I said, Sony was going to throw their hat into the arena one way or the other, right? Sony is going to plead their case because obviously Call of Duty performs better on their platform. So of course they're going to, and it makes them a lot of money. So of course they're going to throw their 2 cents into it. PlayStation is better. It says Hellblade 2 is DLC. I said it. Oh Lord, you about to start up a whole nother conversation that don't even need to be started. It says some of you guys have sand in your. I'm done. I'm so done with you guys. I'm done. It says if anything, you and some of the mods may get such amount of hate. Y'all sometimes acting that way. No hate, just facts. It says this year is looking hella stacked. It says hopefully no more delays either. Hopefully not, but you know how it is around here. Delays, and more delays. It's only because Sony is paying for advertising. Hey man, like I said, you can't expect Sony just to not have something, you know, not say anything about this whole thing. You know what I mean? Like Sony is affected by it too. So they're just pleading their case. It says, chillin', bro. The Microsoft deal distraction is real. Hey, there you go. What's up, Super Gaming? How you doing? It says Xbox Live was taking wasteful money from me. It says when I need to save, so decided to take it off. It says that's why I did it. Okay. Dank Meme says, what CE or SE are you getting this year? Man, you know, honestly, man, I'm still in limbo right now on what I'm getting or what I'm doing. I tell you one thing though, Tears of the Kingdom is going to be crazy. Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy 16. Man, the list goes on. What about you, Dank? Like, what about you, man? Afterburner, appreciate that. He says a show was more aggressive than usual. I guess people like the aggressiveness of the show sometimes. So I told you guys I was feeling a lot better than I was yesterday. So kind of, you know, put my foot on the gas a little bit more on this one. But I hope you guys liked it. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Appreciate y'all. It says I'm definitely going to get Spider-Man 2. Got you. It says it switched from Xbox 360 to PS4. That helped Sony gain 40 to 45 million console sales. Okay. It says big ups to though, Marlon. It says hope you and the family having a great new year. Hey, King Bo, shout outs. Appreciate you. It says if they drop that new PS5 this year, sign me up. Hey, there you go. Ninja says I'm hype for the banger game still this year. Okay, says all I hear is Spider-Man 2 then. Says only Sony first party I'm buying this year is Spider-Man 2. Hey, there you go. It says that was Hellblade 2 gameplay. Larry K, thank you for the $1. It says where's Wolverine? Wolverine is still in development. Wolverine is still in development.
We'll make our own destiny.
It says thank you for reading my messages. I appreciate it. Anytime, Terrence. That's what I'm here for, man. It says getting PSVR 2. Hey, let's go. Let's go. That's going to be Sony's main focus. So, yeah. It says if a PS5 Slim is shown, I sell my PS5 and pre-order a Slim. Don't like the normal design either. I mean, ever if it's cool. Gotcha. It says watch Sony CES 4 hours. Yes, for sure. Not bad. Just awaiting to see Tears of the Kingdom and Spider-Man 2. Would be like kind of missed out on 16. Hey, listen, man. I'm telling you right now, Final Fantasy 16. I mean, we already know that game is going to be crazy. Like, I mean, we're hearing that it's really going to be utilizing the PS5, and so it's going to be crazy, bro. It's going to Spider-Man 2 though. That's a whole nother level, man. That's a whole dang meme. What about Metroid? I've been hearing some talks about another Metroid game being released sometime this year or getting announced sometime this year. So it says if the deal got blocked, what will happen to ABK? Well, you know what's gonna happen. Somebody else gonna grab it. I mean, because they're saying the whole thing about Microsoft is just trying to buy up everything. They just got, Bethesda. Something is gonna happen. Something is gonna happen. Microsoft is gonna find a way. Like I said, they're gonna find a way. They're going to find a way. Not too crazy. Got you. They're going to find a way. Whether they buy individual IPs or they're going to do something. He says, we all know Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be game of the year, bro. I'm telling you, it's going to be tough this year, though, for game of the year. Like, and that's why I said Sony Studios, I know that they're very ambitious and they know that the bar has to be high. They know what they're up against for 2023. There's a lot of games that is coming out, so they know what they're up against. Let's see here. It says, Marlon, what do you think about my question is up? Your question. What did you say? Could you please repeat your question? I did not see it. Let's see. It says, what I'm hearing, it's going to be a Metroid Prime remake or remaster. Yeah, we've been hearing about that for a while. So I don't know, man. It says, buy companies doesn't make them great. It says, oh, the Metroid Prime remake, let's see here. Hopefully it actually comes as it's been too long for Prime 4 restarted development. Yeah, was it 2018 with Prime 4, right? So hopefully we get some, something on that really, really soon. It says, I think Starfield might win Game of the Year. Going up against Zelda, Breath of the Wild 2, going up against Spider-Man 2, going up against Final Fantasy 16. Bruh, there's a lot of games that is coming out this year. I mean, for Starfield to win Game of the Year, Breath of the Wild 2 would have to suck. For Starfield to win Game of the Year, Spider-Man 2 would have to suck really bad. Okay? I'm just saying. Take that with a grain of salt, though. Gotcha, killer. Let's see here. Last of Us Part 2, Miles Morales, Dead Space Remake, RE4 Remake, and or start older game series. It says stream until the C show. Let's see here. It says the hard truth is that the ABK will get destroyed with much layoffs and ABK will be eaten up outside. From the inside if the deal fails. It's Bethesda game. They have always been in the talks. That is true. Let's see here. Dank Meme. What did Dank Meme said something? Oh, no. He's responding to somebody else. It says Spider-Man 2 is definitely going to be Game of the Year contender too. For sure. Mr. Marlon, Marvel Spider-Man 2, a game you will play over and over again. Heck yeah. For sure. I mean, you have your side missions, you're going to have DLCs, and plus you might want to platinum. You want to play through it the first time, and then maybe you want to play through it again the second time to platinum the game. I mean, definitely multiple playthroughs for sure. It says, depending on how Starfield ends up, looking will determine if I get an Xbox. Okay, Magic. I can rock with that. It says, y'all sleeping on Hogwarts, though. Yeah, I mean, I keep forgetting about Hogwarts. Yeah, Hogwarts is coming out, so I'm pretty much hyped, for that game as well. Actually growing up on Harry Potter and stuff like that. Dallas says, I pre-order Resident Evil 4 remake. Let's go, man. Me too. I can't wait for Resident Evil 4 remake. They're doing so much new stuff to the game and adding more value, so we'll see. Definitely will be platinum in Spider-Man 2. That's definitely the way to do it. Definitely playing Spider-Man multiple times for that trophy. There you go. This is it. There are 250 Japanese developers are making for Xbox. What are they making? I never heard about that one. I have no idea. I have no idea on that one. That's a new one for me. Pre-ordered RE4 Remake Collector's Edition. Hey, let's go. It says, oh, and mobile games. It says, yes, this year, Insomniac have a clear path to win Game of the Year. For sure. Hellblade 2 looks great. I've been saying Hellblade 2 looks insane. So, Hogwarts trailer got 34 million views. Not surprised there. It says, Marlon, we all need another Deadpool game to ease the tension here. Oh, man. Yeah. Let's see here. Dead Space Remake. I'm getting that. Okay. Let's see here. Fallout 4 is getting next gen update next year too. Forgot about that. Oh yeah. Oh man. So much stuff going on, man. You're not going to remember everything, right? It says it's because you cap so much. Siderman announced that during TGS last year. Okay, so if they're apparently doing 250 games in development, then I mean, what are these games are going to be? I mean, how are these games are going to turn out to be? Right? We don't know. We're just going to have to wait. So I'm not hyping up 250 games that's currently in development for Xbox, and I haven't even seen anything substantial yet to kind of really go off of to get hype off of. So we'll see. We'll see. Right? We'll see. Oh yeah, Xbox was going to open own publisher in Japan. Wonder if Tango Works from Bethesda will lead it. We'll see. I mean, the last time I heard that they were trying to have a stronger foothold in Japan and trying to buy up more studios in Japan and things of that nature, trying to do more acquisitions in Japan. So we'll see. And it seemed like people have been buying more Xboxes in Japan as well. It says, bro, what you seen the new trailer for Stalker 2? Yes, been watched it on the show. It looks really, really good. It says Microsoft needs the deal to really push Game Pass. Of course, man. It says definitely need a new Little Big Planet 4 game. Man, I don't know. I'm kind of burnt out with Little Big Planet at this point. Man, when you say Little Big Planet, I start thinking about PS3. It says definitely, let's see here. Let's see. Stalker 2 gives me Metro vibes. Exactly. I said that in my last couple of streams. Hey, only a full ascent. Me and Ray can call Marlon Cap. Oh, man. Let's see here. It says ponies love getting hype about one and dones. Oh, Lord. Man. And let's be honest. A lot of the industry is made up of one and done games. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way it is. That's how things actually happens, So it says, don't forget about Resident Evil 4 remake. For sure not. It says, I'm so hyped for Hogwarts Legacy and RE4. Marlon, is Project Eve coming out this year? I believe Project Eve is slated for 2023. Don't quote me on that one. I believe it is this year. Let's see here. It says Sony needs to make a new Resistance. Yeah, for sure. But we'll see. It says one and done. Laugh out loud. Keep the same energy for Hellblade 2. Oh, God. Here we go. You see what I'm saying? Y'all stirring the pot, man. Y'all stirring the pot. It says Marlon, Sony really do not have a shooter of their own. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're trying to rebuild that foundation when it comes to their shooters. They had legendary IPs back in the day. They had SOCOM, they had Resistance, they had Killzone. Like, bro, there were so many. Warhawk, remember Warhawk back in the day? Like, man, listen, bro. Like I said, we will see. We will see what happens. Heard Hellblade 2 is holiday 2023. I wouldn't get my hopes up on that one. I really wouldn't get my hopes up on that one, but hey, I digress. It says, Mr. Marlon, are you going to play Marvel Midnight Sun soon? Not my cup of tea, unfortunately. I just can't wrap my head around games like that. But hey, for those who really want to play that, then hey, go for it. It says, I hate the Fortnite model. That's what prints a lot of these developers and publishers money. You know what I mean? Is the Fortnite model. And I think Naughty Dog, I think there was a either a game director or a game developer. Somebody from Naughty Dog was talking about the Fortnite model as well. I think 4 factions. So I'm just gonna be real with you guys. Like, that's not going anywhere. Forspoken, yeah, I did play Forspoken. It's a decent game. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say it's game of the year material, but it's a good game. It's definitely a good game. It looks really good, and I played it, and yeah, I can see a lot of people picking it up. Starfield is Fallout 76 DLC. He said Fallout 76 DLC. Really? Why are you saying that? It says if they bring SOCOM, you can bury Call of Duty for B. Hey, I feel you on that. It says, bro, I hope Nintendo next generation console is home based and powerful than the PS5. Nah, I don't think it's going to be powerful than the PS5, bro. If anything, more powerful than the maybe around the same power level as the PS4 Pro, maybe. But I don't see it being more powerful than the PS5 and the Series X. Like, I just don't see that. That would be a shock. That would definitely be a shock. Like, I just don't see that happening. Like, just don't. Yes, today is CES. You say you're just messing around. He says, I saw a girl in an interview, a Chinese guy, and he did bring up the fact that PS1 to PS4 used to have 0 as the X bottom in Japan. Interesting. It says, I'm an insider. He said Hellblade 2 is 2024. Oh my God, you guys are funny. Avowed earlier 2024. We'll see. We'll see. A lot of these games, that's why I said we need to stop talking about this ABK stuff and focus on the games, bro. Like, and it's Microsoft, man. Like, we want them to really dial in with a lot of these games, but we'll see. It says maybe the next Nintendo will be on par with the Series S. Possibly. Yeah, I would say around the Series S, like making something that's on par with the Series S power, then yeah. It says, Marlon, Hellblade 2 or Spider-Man 2? You already know the answer to that, bro. Spider-Man 2. You already know, bro. You already know. Spider-Man is been around for me since PS1. You know what I mean? Like I'm just, listen, bro. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea, man. My love for Spider-Man stems from the comics and from the movies, from the games over the years. PS2. Man, definitely Spider-Man, bro. Hellblade is great, but it ain't no Spider-Man. I'm just gonna be honest. Crackdown 3. Oh man. Crackdown 3 was not great at all. All that hype. Remember all that hype? They were talking about destructible environments and how it's going to... Crackdown 3 was not good at all. Crack who? Yeah, okay. Firewall Ultra PS VR 2. Hopefully we can see some more stuff on that today. It says if Hellblade, it says I'm literally never seen that around though. Bro, Hellblade 2 is going to be good though. I can't lie. He said, please don't mention Crackdown. Crackdown, bro. Oh, my God. Crackdown 2. Man, the original Crackdown, man, I don't know, bro. Crackdown was just like the concept that they had for Crackdown. This whole Grand Theft Auto, cel-shaded type. I don't know, bro. But they were talking about all this destructible environment stuff and buildings crumbling and this and that. The game was just, I don't know, man. The combat, the shooting, the world, just, I don't know. The voice acting was just, I don't know. It was just not it, bro. Like, I was just like, wait, what? Crack who? Nah, bro. Crackdown failed miserably. Let's see here. If Hellblade 2 is better, will you admit it? If Hellblade 2 is better than what? Spider-Man 2? Man, listen, bro. Spider-Man 2, of course, I will give credit where credit's due, but Spider-Man 2 is going to deliver. I'm telling you, Spider-Man 2 is going to blow minds. Just like when we saw Hellblade 2 recently, not so long ago. I'm telling you guys, like, Spider-Man 2 is going to blow minds, bro. Like, I mean, that game is going to look insane. Gameplay, story, characters, man, what? Oh my gosh. It says, bro, you can imagine how awesome a Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess remake or Metroid Prime remake would look on a powerful next-gen Nintendo. Oh man, crazy. Oh my God, that would melt the internet. That would melt the internet. Atomic Heart, yeah, I talked about it yesterday. Atomic Heart looks really, really good. It says, what about Destruction All-Stars? Destruction All-Stars kind of fall flat when it comes to, like, direction. Like, Like there was so many modes that was kind of introduced, but it just didn't stick. And I remember Sony wanted to charge $70, but they quickly realized like, man, if we charge $70 for this, this is not going to sell. So they tied it into the subscription service. I mean, yeah, Destruction All-Stars was just, it was not great. It was fun for a little minute, but then it started getting repetitive and it was all right. He said the crying starts now. So your opinion on Hellblade 2 versus Spider-Man is biased? No, I'm saying that once we see more on Hellblade 2, first of all, 2 different type of games. Second of all, like I said, the franchise Spider-Man is stemming longer for me than Hellblade. Like Hellblade looks good from what I've seen. I need to see more gameplay, but yeah, if one is better than the other, then I'm going to say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to say that. Hellblade 2 looks insane for sure. Let's see here. It says, honest question. Do you think we'll get more Hellblade after Hellblade 3? I don't think so. Maybe it all depends on how the story actually unfolds. But the biggest problem I think with Hellblade, to be honest, is too many puzzles. And a lot of the puzzles are kind of hard for a lot of people, at least for me when I was playing through the game. You know, it takes a lot of patience and stuff. So a lot of people was like, well, there is just more puzzles than there are combat, than there are other things, you know, in the game. And it was more of a linear experience. Hopefully with obviously what we learned with Hellblade 2, you know, we get to, you know, explore more. The world will be a little bit bigger. Story, obviously they're going to be expanding on, characters, more combat oriented and things of that nature, different locations, stuff like that. So we'll see. It says, remember you said that you will say it's better because it's Spider-Man 2 will not be able to hold a candle to Hellblade 2. Well, like I said before, I want to see both games. I want to see Spider-Man 2, but like I said, I know what Sony is capable of. I know what Ninja Theory is capable of. So we will see. But chances are, man, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. You know what I mean? I'm more of a huge Spider-Man fan than I am Hellblade. So that's kind of like where it is. But who knows? Maybe Hellblade 2 might blow my socks off. Like, we're just going to have to wait and see, man. What about you? Can we get a new Jack and Daxter or Sly Cooper? We heard talks about a Sly Cooper, like something in the veins of Sly Cooper new or whatever. But so we'll see. So you're biased then? What did I just say? I said I want to see both games to see how they both stack up. But I'm much more of a bigger fan of Spider-Man than I am Hellblade. But like I said, I hope that Hellblade 2 can blow my socks off because I know that Sony is going to deliver with Spider-Man 2. I know Insomniac Games is going to deliver with Spider-Man 2. So like Hellblade 2 really has to blow me away with combat, more combat oriented, less puzzles and more combat and story. It has to take a lot for me to see with Hellblade 2 for me to say, oh, it's better than Spider-Man 2 or, oh, this is my game of the year type thing. Just saying. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, he just asking the same questions over and over again. Like, I don't know. I guess he's trying to get me to say something. I don't know. Hey, Nighthawk, appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. It says, don't want more Hellblade after 3 or 4. I don't even think we're going to get a 4, bro. But who knows? We'll see. Let's see. It says, bro, do you know if Stalker 2 is coming out this year? Yeah. Stalker 2 is coming out this year, bro. Yeah. Quan, yeah. I think Quan is probably more into Hellblade, which is fine. I mean, you like what you like. You play what you play. Atomic Heart is basically Game Pass exclusive. Nobody buying that game on PS5. Oh, boy. It says, bro, Crackdown 3 was horrible. Yeah, Crackdown 3 was not that good. I'm just going to be honest. It was not that good. I don't even know. I really don't even know. But, I mean, with what Microsoft is doing right now, Yeah, I think they will be around. I think they will be around. It says gameplay over graphics, so best bet if Hellblade the same as the first. It says what time is the event? 8 p.m. ET, 7 p.m. Central Time. It says I wish they would make a new Heavenly Sword. Yeah. Whoa, wait a minute. If I remember correctly, doesn't Sony own the IP for that? Just kind of remind me, like, don't Sony own the IP for Heavenly Sword? Yeah, I think so. So that it's up to Sony. It says I'm waiting for Gear 6 for sure. Me too. Definitely. Me too. Let's see here. Say yeah, exactly. So Sony has to do something with it. It says, let's bet something on which game is better between Hellblade and Spider-Man. Yeah. Until we see more gameplay, Quan, then we'll take it from there. You know? It's kind of too early right now. It says, bro, did you finish Crisis? Nope. I'm still on that, bro. I'm still on that right now. Man, I just finished up. You guys already know I finished up what was that game called again that just came out recently in December, early December? What's that game called? I can't remember right now. I can't remember. Jeez, I got so much on my mind right now. Callisto Protocol. Finishing that up. Evil West. Just kind of going back in the back catalog of games and such, and we'll get to Crisis Core for sure. Super mad about Game Pass. What you super mad about? 2 different games. Exactly, Samson. Exactly. Love Hellblade, but Hellblade can't nor beat Spider-Man 2, and also bet Quan Sear. Honestly, you think, okay, sales for sales. You honestly think that Hellblade 2 can sell more? Just get Game Pass out of the equation, right? Let's talk about sales, pound for pound. You honestly think that Hellblade 2 can touch Spider-Man 2 in sales? Yeah, think again. Think again. Think again. Yeah, Zoo. Most definitely. Most definitely. Callisto for me in the beginning was great, but as you progress through the game, man, it just the animations and then the combat and the dodging mechanics just didn't really work with a lot of enemies. Overall, good game. Could be a whole lot better. Obviously, they did update it since the last time I finished the game on stream, but you know, I digress. It says you're capped because you haven't finished Final Fantasy VII Remake. Laugh out loud. Maybe you should finish Crisis Core first now. Yeah, I'm going back in my back catalog of games. I never said that I didn't finish. I'm still playing a lot of that stuff, man. There's so many games, bro. Like, I got to finish up a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many games, bro. Call of Duty had came out. I was on that Call of Duty train. Then Callisto came out. Then Evil West came out. Man, it was just Crisis Core. I mean, then we had Witcher 3. I mean, there's so many games, bro. Can't expect everybody to be playing stuff day in, day out. And Enrique, what's up, man? How you doing? It says, yeah, same here. I just taking my time on Crisis Core Reunion, but I'm almost done, though, bro. Hey, let's go. Crisis Core looks amazing, though. This is 2020 Xbox bought Bethesda. 2022 they bought ABK, and 2023 or 4 they buy Capcom. Yeah, right. I think if Sony got first bids on that, they're gonna do their thing. Last of Us 3 coming up. Well, we heard from Neil Druckmann basically saying that, you know, story is already cranked up and ready to go as far as like the outline of the story, and they still have more things to tell when it comes to the story. So you already know it's coming, bro. It says I'm not messing with you. I understand. Peter, what's up, man? How you doing? Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for CES today? I don't even know how many YouTubers are streaming. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Here we freaking go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, $41. Oh, you know what? This is why I say I need this thing to be resolved soon. That's why. This is insane, bro. We'll see. It says Sony got the bag. It says I'm messing with you. I understand. It says, did you hear? Oh yeah. Need for Speed as well. Like, there was so many games, bro. It's a Dreamcast guy first platinum 2023 is Need for Speed Unbound. Yeah, I saw that. It says Sony could buy Square, Capcom, and Ubisoft if they want to, but why would they? Well, I would say Square would be a good fit and Capcom would be a good fit. Ubisoft, I don't know. Let's see here. It says, I've been watching your streams at work. Don't see them. It says, hope you feel better, bro. My bro. Hey, Enrique, thank you so much, man, for watching the show. I'm going to do my best today to stream the, I'm going to see what's up today for CES and take it from there. I don't see any other YouTuber planning on streaming it, so I'm kind of nervous on that. I don't know. Hopefully everything is good because you know how it is, man. It says, stop buying studios and release games. There you go. There you go. It says Dead Space remake is a cash grab, just like part 1. I don't even, honestly, with what they're doing with Dead Space remake, it sounds promising though. Potentially, yes. It says, you streaming it on here or on Twitch? I don't know. Should I stream it? Maybe I might just stream it on Twitch. I don't know. I haven't decided. You know what? I might just stream it on Twitch to see. Yeah. You know what? I might just stream it on Twitch. Yeah. That way we could bring back Twitch today. So yeah, we will probably just stream it on Twitch because YouTube is weird when it comes to certain things, and I haven't really seen a lot of people. So I might just stream it on Twitch. No. I haven't seen anything about Ryan in a long time, so I don't know. But we'll see. If anything, I'll just stream it out on Twitch. Make sure y'all follow me out on Twitch. Yeah, I might just stream it out on Twitch just to be safe, I guess. I might just stream it out on Twitch. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get some food in my system. I'm hungry. Do me a favor, guys. Make sure you check out our official channel sponsor, which is Advanced GG. If you guys are into energy drinks, they do have vitamins now that you can take and things of that nature. So if you're keto, doing keto, or you're diabetic, or, they have 0 sugar, 0 calories, drinks and things of that nature, different supplements and stuff like that. Check them out. Use our code MGN30 at checkout. Appreciate the love and the support. Make sure you guys smash up that like button. Let's see if we could get 300 likes on the show. And I'll keep you guys posted if I'm going to be streaming everything and whatnot. So love you guys, man. I appreciate y'all. God bless. Hopefully you guys enjoy the show. I think I put a lot of energy in the show today. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. We out.